Okay, better late than never. All right, we are officially live. Looks like we've got two people already in here. No one talking. Oh, there we go. Aviation, I see. You are the first one at the stream. Hello there, chaps. Hello there to yourself. You are the first one here. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, and I am running almost 20 minutes late. Sorry. I was scrambling like crazy to try to get live as fast as I could. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for the delay. It's holiday weekend and everything. I got held up. I'm sorry. RMS Mauritania. Hello there, Sam. Hello, Mauritania. Here comes everybody. Titanic Nerd. Hello from Sweden. Jacob. Hey, Sam. Hey, Jacob. Blisco. Hello. Pablo. Hello. Dan. Hello. Everybody's popping in now. Sorry, guys. Sorry I'm late. sorry. Let's see here. Al, hold up. He's going to rage. Kelly, Saturday surprise. I made an announcement in my community page that I was going to go up on Saturday. I'm doing it tonight because tomorrow evening, Mike Brady over on Ocean Liner Designs. Oh, wow. Good gosh, my whole, you can tell I was in a hurry. My collar's all messed up. Fix that real quick. Yep, I'm totally using my live stream camera to fix my collar. You could tell I was scrambling. I was scrambling trying to get live. I didn't even double check that. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, wow. This is not working with me. Hi, everybody. Watching me fix my collar. There we go. Good enough. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see here. SS Dramatic. I thought you were sleeping. Random. Got to get that line straight. Let's see here. Jennifer, hello. Pablo, the only Mexican aboard the Titanic. Don't forget. I will not forget, Pablo. I know. I'll get to it. Steve, hey Sam, hey Steve, how you doing, man? Let's see, we got historical, hey mate, Metro, hey mate, Kelly. Oh, I'm very behind. No big deal, Kelly, no big deal. Just glad you guys are here. Glad you all made it to the stream tonight. Let's see, Ozzy, Sandball shirt. He's just fine. Ship historian, did you know the real reason the Titanic sank was not an iceberg but a fire, which caused an explosion in the Titanic? There's an interesting documentary about it on YouTube. So, real quick, I'm curious, how many of you saw my video yesterday or 2 days ago? My bright side rant. How many of you watched that video? How many of you watched the video of my bright side rant? How much of you guys, Tina, I did, Chica, me, Boat, yep. So, how many of you caught my big derp moment in that video? How many of you caught the moment where I was like, oh, crap? Like, I made a mistake. How many of you caught that moment where I went, oh, crap? Me? Yes. So there was a photo. I'm sorry, what? Yeah. So there was a photo. It's around the 13-minute mark in the video. All right. And I said in the bright side video, who the heck are these guys? I don't think they have anything to do with Titanic or anything. Turns out, it was actually a photo of the Titanic surviving officers. It had Pittman, Lightoller, Boxhall, and Lowe. And I had never seen that photo before, and I did not recognize the men. I did not recognize the men in that photo. I'd never seen them from that angle before and everything. I'm used to them in their traditional photos, but I did not recognize them. And I just assumed that there was another stock image from Brightside. And then as soon as people started pointing it out to me, I'm like, oh, crap, they're right. And I was like, how could I not recognize them? Especially Lowe. Like, I was like, how could I not recognize them? And one thing about YouTube, when you realize that you made a mistake, you can't go back and fix it once the video has been uploaded. It's there forever. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that happened. And now every time I watch that video, I just, that moment. But hey, I'm not perfect. I'm just going to put that into my derps and blunders, you know? But yeah, we all learn. Kelly Samuel, how dare you? Maritime history. Hey, Maritime, how you doing, man? How you doing? I wasn't sure if you were going to make it today, where it's such an unusual time for me to be streaming. Amir says, Sam, I wanted to send you a friend request on Discord. Just message me when you see me active, because if I'm not active, then then I probably won't see it. But if you see me active, shoot me a friend request and I'll accept it. We got our first super chat of the night. Elizabeth, $2. Thank you very much. Hi, Sam. I have a question. How are you? Was that your question? Was that your question, Elizabeth? Let's see. Heart beating, air in my lungs. I'm good. I'm good, Elizabeth. How are you? Did you make it back to Florida? Aviation. Sam, how much you want to bet Olivia will make it? Can I have a nice quiet evening, please? Can I have a nice quiet evening without Olivia messing with us? Just kidding. Joe says, Sam, do you have Minecraft? I haven't played Minecraft in forever. I bought the game way back when it first came out, but I haven't played it in forever. Speaking of which, oh crap, you guys reminded me of something. To be continued. Maritime history. Sam, today is the Bismarck sinking. Of course you would know that. Of course you would immediately know the date of the Bismarck sinking maritime. But that's cool. I didn't know that today was the anniversary of that. That's insane. Thank you. Historic production. Sam, if the Queen Mary would have hit the Titanic's iceberg, would she survive the impact or go down and capsize? So I'm not intimately familiar with the layout of the Queen Mary or how many watertight compartments she could take or anything. So honestly, I'm not 100% certain. I would like to guess and say that she would survive, but I do not know for certain. The Queen Mary was bigger than Titanic, but I don't know to have the exact same amount of damage as Titanic. I mean, you're still talking about a huge, huge amount of space. But the Queen Mary was also larger than the Titanic. So if you factor that in, if the berg went right along the ship's hull, it probably wouldn't go as far back as it did on Titanic. So it might have survived. I don't know enough about the watertight compartments and stuff like that to say for certain. But yeah, she might make it. Y'all like this is the Histobrick Queen Mary. Y'all like it? This is the Histobrick Queen Mary, RMS Queen Mary. Let's see here. Yes. Space Killer, did I hear Queen Mary? Hey, Space Killer, how you doing, man? How you doing, Space Killer? Space Killer is helping me with my upcoming major project that may involve a certain ship. It may involve a certain ship. I'm not sure which ship me and Space Killer are working on a project on, but just saying, there's something in the works. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, no. Elizabeth, too. Thank you. Can I get second class in the Discord? So that's your question. Elizabeth, all you have to do is just keep chatting. You know, the more you talk in the Discord, the more you talk to everybody and just hang out and everything like that, it'll automatically bump you up. I think it's rank 16. I think that's what you need to be a second class. I'd have to double check, but it's something like that. Matcha says, I like your room. Thank you. My upstairs is basically turned into a maritime history museum. It's like everything up here is ships and more ships. And I've gotten it's funny. I did not mean for this to happen, but my entire Histobrick collection is all canard. I did not mean for that to happen, but every ship I have in Histobrick is just canard ships. So we've got the Queen Mary, as you all have seen right here. We've got the RMS Lusitania right here. We've also got the RMS Mauritania right there. And I just finished this one yesterday, RMS Carpathia. RMS Carpathia. So I've got all of these. Are Histobrick ships. I love the Carpathia. I just built this yesterday. It's amazing. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Did not mean for that to happen. I thought I'd get some White Star Histobricks, but all I got were canard chips for now. Put that right there. Walker says, Sam, did you notice the American flags waving from the mast in the Titanic Brightside animation? On my rewatch, I did. But now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I thought the Titanic had both. Because technically, Titanic was owned by an American company, IMM. So I think the Titanic would have had both a American flag and a British flag. That's what I think. I think it would have had both. But after I was rewatching, I'm like, oh yeah, that really stands out. Let's see. Oh, we got another super chat. Wolfman10, thank you so much. If the Titanic was built today exactly as she was in 1912, but but with the dimensions of today's modern ships, how well do you think she would hold up as far as seaworthiness? Wait, hang on, wait. If the Titanic were built today exactly as she was in 1912, okay, but with the dimensions of a modern day cruise ship. So you mean the size and everything of a modern day cruise ship? How well do you think she would hold up as far as seaworthiness? Well, you're kind of contradicting your question. If you're saying she was built as she was in 1912, but with the dimensions of a modern day cruise ship, that's not the same. That's not the same ship. That's not the same like situation and everything. So it wouldn't be legal to rebuild the Titanic today as she was in 1912. The quality of life standards at the time were way different than what we have now. So, I mean, the Titanic was a well-built ship for the time period. So if she's just built today like normal, she would operate just like she would back then. I think she'd be okay. But with the dimensions of a cruise ship, if you want to take a cruise ship and have it like have a modern day cruise ship and have it run on boilers and coal and all that, gosh, that would be an undertaking. But yeah, there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that. But thanks for the super chat. I hope I answered your question pretty good. Oh, hey, Millie. Hi, Sam. Hi, Millie. Hope you're doing well. How's life in Argentina, Millie? How's life in Argentina? John, what happened to the White Star Line after the tragedy? Believe it or not, like the White Star Line actually functioned pretty well after Titanic. After the Titanic sank, financially wise, the White Star Line actually had a pretty good year. The sinking of the Titanic, while it was a big blow to the White Star Line, it didn't really affect the company long term, and it certainly wasn't a cause of the White Star Line Cunard Line merger. Titanic didn't really, it wasn't that big of a deal business wise to White Star long term. Sabrina, modern cruise ships and boilers, Wolf. LOL, that would be a lot. Yeah. Maritime Mystery, is there a Q&A this stream? I'm not, to tell you the truth, guys, I did not get around to making a Q&A. Where it's a holiday weekend, we had family come in and everything. I just did not get a chance to work on a Q&A. If you guys really want something, I might be able to jackleg a Q&A. Like just come up with some questions on the spot and everything. Like it won't be as pre-prepared as what it normally is. I'll leave that up to you guys at the end of the stream. If you guys want me to jackleg something and just come up with questions on the fly, we might be able to work something out. I did not, so much went on today. I just did not get a chance to work on it. I did not get a chance to work on it. We got another super chat, 5 from Tana. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, thank you for another Brightside video. I was surprised that they are trying to blame Captain Smith for the sinking. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tana. And they're looking for something. All they do, Brightside is a type of channel that is also known as a True Crazy. Like, wow, jackleg, that's a new word for me. Well, that's one of my dad's slang terms. It's so funny. The older I get, the more I see myself turning into my dad. He says things like, you'll just jackleg it. And I'm like, yep, just get some duct tape and everything and I'm good. So that is jackleg it. Great. Everybody's going to be saying that now. But Sahara, you are already super old, Sam. 50s. Excuse me, Sahara? Excuse me? Do I look like I'm in my 50s to you? Do I look like I'm in my 50s to you? All right. Okay. All right. Banhammer systems activate. Locking onto target. Sahara. System charging. 3, 2, 1. And timeout. I'm joking. Hi, Sahara. Glad you're here. I know you're just messing with me. JC, you look, FYI, guys, Sahara is somebody in my Discord. He's just messing around. So, JC says, you look like you're in your 30s or 20s. So believe it or not, guys, I'm 31. I am 31 years young, or 31 years old, whichever. 31 years young, 31 years old. Carlos says, nah, he's in his 90s. I hope I look this good when I'm 90. Let's see here. Sahara lies, 67. SS Germanic, soon you'll be 32. Yep, my birthday is coming up in the next couple of months. Zach, you look young for 31. Thanks. Call it clean living and vitamin pills. I try to take care of my health. I try to take care of myself as best I can. Preston, is Celine Dion your favorite singer? No. No, she's not. Believe it or not, I only know 2 songs off the top of my head by her. My Heart Will Go On, and That's the Way It Is. Those are the 2 songs I know. I know from her by heart. I don't listen to her that much. I'm sure I've heard her other songs, in passing. I just didn't commit them to memory. Bill says, I usually listen to old music. I like old music as well. What's that one? Shoot. Dang it. I had it in my head and now I can't remember the lyrics to it. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love. That King Cole. Are you guys still rambling about my birthday? Okay, the chat's starting to get a little bit crazy, so we're going to have to engage the slow mode. At 15 minutes in, we did pretty good. 15 seconds. We'll just do that for now. Captain Jalen says, hey, Sam, what is your favorite movie franchise? One movie franchise I highly recommend are the John Wick's movies with Keanu Reeves. They are the best action movies ever made. The 4th one recently came out. Never seen those, but so as far as favorite movie franchise, that's hard. My movie preferences tend to change from time to time. There are movies that I absolutely adore, like the Lord of the Rings movies. I love the Lord of the Rings movies. The Back to the Future trilogy, a classic. I don't know. I guess as far as favorite movie of all time, it's a film called Your Name. That's my favorite movie of all time. But as far as like a series of movies, I'm not really too sure. I'd have to think about it. I'd really just have to. Kenya says, mine is Star Wars. Star Wars is good, but I'm not a diehard fan. I appreciate Star Wars more than I appreciate Star Wars more than I love the movies. Like I think they're classics and everything. But yeah, so it varies. Ever seen the Toxic Avenger movie? Toxic Avenger. No, I've never seen that one. But speaking of Avengers, I do like the Marvel movies, at least going up. I've only seen them up to Endgame. Or after Endgame, I stopped watching. But I did enjoy the Marvel movies. They were really good, at least most of them. Oh boy, we got some Japanese here. Okay, which of these symbols do I recognize? I don't recognize that one. Okay, at the very end is Suka. So that means you're asking me a question, and there's a question mark right there. Deska, I think that's a D maybe, and that's E. So I recognize some of these symbols. All right, we're gonna have to run this through the Google Translate, which is what I'm sure you did. I recognize a few of the symbols, but I haven't studied Japanese in a while. Japanese to English translator. Why do I have a feeling that I'm going to regret looking this up here in a second? Let's see here. Do you know any Japanese songs? Okay. Do I know any Japanese songs? Is there anything Love Can't Do by Radwimps? I love that one. Let me think here. I can't believe you're going to make me do this. Nanada do sukari wa hananata ne no dai no dihuna. Something like that. But Sullivan. Wait, no. That's the wrong song. That's the wrong song. Let's see here. Hari ni dekiru toto anata hanakai. Haku ni dekiru toto anata hanakai. There we go. Let's see here. Of course, Sahara. Of course. All right, we got that one. Empire 5. Thank you. My birthday was yesterday happy birthday, Empire. On Supernatural, they did an episode where someone saved the Titanic because he hates the movie and My Heart Will Go On. Seriously? That's why he saved the Titanic, not because he wanted to save everyone who died in the sinking and everything. He just saved it that way the movie wouldn't be made and everything. That was his only reason for saving the ship. That's actually kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny. Ship history, $2. Thank you. Do you have a sinking theory? I tend to agree with the way that that's depicted in the animations. You know, the ship rose up to about 23, 24-degree angle, and then she broke in two just forward of the third funnel. And then after she broke, the ship went vertical, and she basically went down at a 90-degree angle. At least the stern did. Captain Jalen, too. Thank you. Hey, Sam, have you seen Black Panther? That is one Marvel movie that I have not seen. I've seen him in the Infinity War and Endgame, but I never went to go see the regular Black Panther movie. Never saw it. Never saw that one. There's quite a few I haven't seen. Never saw Iron Man 3, but I didn't want to see Iron Man 3 because I hated Iron Man 2. There's quite a few Marvel movies I haven't seen. Let's see here. True Crazy says, that sounds like a pretty epic understanding of Japanese to me. Great singing. Arigato gozaimasu. There we go. Let's see here. Deja vu. Oh, wait. Millie. Hi, Sam. I'm here. Hi, Millie. I saw you earlier. Oh, Millie-san. Deja vu. Genki desu ka, Millie-san? Jesse. Hi, Sam. Hi, Jesse. Garth 5, thank you. Have you seen the trailer for Sis? I haven't seen it yet. It looks good. I have no idea what that is. I've got no idea what that is, but okay. But no, I haven't seen it. Never even heard of it. Let's see here. Amir says, yo, Sam, when is your next mail time video? I do need to do that. I've got some mail over here in the corner that I haven't... that I need to go through. Speaking of which, I want you guys to see something. So I got one piece of mail. I always go through the mail before I do a video about it. And I want to show you guys this one piece of mail I got that legit made my mouth drop through the floor. Okay? I want you guys to see this. It is, I kid you not, an inflatable raft that replicates the door from Titanic. So you can recreate the scene of Rose on the door. I kid you not that someone in my Discord sent me this. I can't make this stuff up. I absolutely cannot make this stuff up, and I know who sent it too. RMS Mauritania, you're kidding me, right? They actually made an inflatable raft that replicates the door from Titanic or the wood or whatever. I usually like to let my mail build up a little bit before I do another mail time, and I don't have a lot yet. If I did a mail time, it'd be a really, really short one. I've got like 5 things over there, which, I mean, it's fine. I can do that. But I usually like to try to let the mail build up a little bit so the video is like 10, 15 minutes long. Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Oh, we got another super chat. 2 from Ship History. Thank you. I believe in honor and glory theory. The honor and glory theory. As far as I know, honor and glory just they go by everything that's talked about in Honesty of Glass. You know, that's what they go by. So, Sabrina says, Sam, call the kids. Okay, call the kids. All right, Sabrina. Ben, Zach. Where are you, Ben? Where are you, Zach? Your mom told me to call for you. I'm streaming, Ben. I'm streaming, Zach. That's Sabrina's kids. RMS. Oh, here they come. Can you hear them running down the stairs, Sabrina? Jord, hi from North Wales, UK. Hi, Jord. Hope you're doing well. You know, I saw a video that there was this YouTuber in the UK, and apparently he put up a sign. I think it was outside of, now it wasn't Heathrow, but it was somewhere in the UK, and he put up a sign and he positioned it right beside final approach of an airport. And the sign said, welcome to one city, but it wasn't the city that the planes were landing in. He did it to scare the passengers, to make them think that they were flying into the wrong city. It made me laugh like crazy. that like he positioned the sign so when planes were coming in, the passengers would look out the window and see "Welcome to shit." What was the city? Starts with an L, I think. Anyway, yeah. Luton. That's it. Luton. Yeah. Oh, the "Welcome to Luton" thing. Yeah. That's it. Germanic. That's it. Yeah, Luton. That was so funny. I was crying. I mean, how many people do you think actually were like, where the heck are we on the airplane? How many? True crazy. LOL, that sign. Epic. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Ship history too. Thank you. Oh, I didn't know. Thanks for telling. Cool ship history. Thank you for the super chat. JC says, will you have a big smile when you get to 100,000 subs? Yes, I will. I am really looking forward to hitting 100,000 subs. I could not have gotten this far. I'm already thankful that I'm coming up on 92,000. And I wouldn't be here without all of you. You know, it means a lot that you guys, take your time to hop into the stream, hang out in the chat, and, just have a good old time. I wouldn't be here without all of you. And I am considering doing a giveaway. I've been thinking long and hard about doing a giveaway for when I hit 100,000 subs. I was considering maybe doing a drawing or something and buying one of these and doing a giveaway of a histobrick ship. I was thinking about that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, but it was just an idea that maybe I could buy one of these and do a random drawing and give this to one of my subscribers. That was just an idea. I don't know if that's what I'm going to do, but I love the Carpathia. I think the Carpathia came out so well. I mean, you can't read it, but it's got Carpathia and Liverpool there on the back. But this is a beautiful ship. It took me about 3-4 hours to build it, but I love it. Sabrina, the boys want it. Ship history too. Thank you. Sam, you are my new Titanic friend. Cool. Thank you. Always glad to have people here, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the kind words. Empire 5, thank you. I found at a yard sale a poster of a White Star Line with a ship on it. Not sure which one it was, though. I hope it's this Titanic. Empire, do me a favor, man. Just take a picture of it, post it in my Discord's general chat, and I guarantee you people will ID it in all of 5 seconds. I guarantee it. So back when I was doing my A Night to Remember movie review, what they did when they were making that movie was the scenes in the movie where the Titanic is departing Southampton. They took video from other ships and then slapped it on and used those ships as Titanic. Like any 4-funnel ship they could find footage of, they used that footage and said it was Titanic. But is 1958, A Night to Remember, whatever. But there was one angle of this one ship that was pulling out of port. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what ship it was. I could not figure out, like, from this one shot, this one angle, what ship is it that they're showing on camera? So I took a screenshot of it. I put it in my Discord, and it took them around 1 minute. It took them around 1 minute to recognize the ship from this one very weird zoomed in angle. There was just this one part of the structure of the ship that they could use to ID it, and it took them around a minute to ID it. It's amazing. Everybody in my Discord is so smart. Why is my nose so itchy? But yes, my nose is very itchy tonight for some reason. Let's see here. Wow. Let's see. Wom says, impressed by your ship collection. Thanks, man. Thank you. I think we're all caught up. Yep, we are. Cool. Sabrina, allergies. It's possible. I think it's allergies. Yeah, it's not that I'm sneezing. It's just my nose is just itchy. AR Studio says, which ship was it? Oh, it was Aquitania. It was Aquitania. Aquitania was the ship that they were talking about. RMS Aquitania. Got another super chat, $2 from Ship History. Do you believe in the banana peel theory? The James Cameron one. For the most part, I think the banana peel theory explains the way that the double bottom held on and broke off. But I think it's a combination of a bit of the banana peel theory, a bit of the Mangot theory, the Roy Mangot theory. I think it's like just explaining how the structure failed. I think it's a little bit of everything. Thanks for the super chat. Jesse 3, thank you. Hi, Stan. Can you make another Roblox Titanic video? On what? I've already covered Titanic SOS. Is there another one that you would like me to take a look at? Is there something else? I wouldn't mind doing another Roblox Titanic game review or something. Amir says, well, it's time for me to go. See you on Discord, Sam. See you, Amir. Thanks for tuning in. Carlos, Tiny Sailors. People have mentioned that. People have mentioned Tiny Sailors. I've never played it. I just picked up Tears of the Kingdom, and I need to play that. I need to play Tears of the Kingdom. It looks absolutely incredible. I just have not gotten around to playing it yet, but that's what happens. I buy games and I just don't have time. I don't have time. We got another super chat, 10 from Fender. Thank you so much. Were there any instances of passengers trying to buy their way into a lifeboat? Like what we saw Cal Rose has been doing in the Titanic movie. As far as I know, no. I do not think so. I've never heard of an instance of that happening. Now, there was an instance of a man dressing up as a woman to try to fool the officers. I think Lowe caught him. Could be wrong about that. But that is from a confirmed account that a man put on women's clothing, and I think he put a hat on or something. But he disguised himself as a woman to try to slip into a lifeboat. I think he did naked. I can't remember who he was. But as far as the whole money thing, I don't think so. And even if someone did, I'm sure one of the officers' responses would have been very similar to Murdoch's in the movie. You know, like, think about it. You're on a sinking ship. Some guy gives you a big wad of cash. You know, do we have an understanding then? If I was the officer in charge and somebody did that to me and I'm lowering the boats, I would take that money out of my pocket, throw it in his face, and say, your money can't save you any more than it can save me. I mean, I would say it would infuriate me that somebody would do that. I mean, it would just tick me off that somebody would try to pull that in a situation like, you know, it's just like, do you all remember Cal's line? Like, just the fact that somebody could be that selfless, you know, and use that to try to bribe into a boat in a situation, like, it would just infuriate me. Like, do you remember that line that Cal said early in the sinking in the Titanic film when Rose's mom said, I hope the lifeboats aren't too crowded, and Rose chewed her out and said, Mom, shut up. Don't you understand? The water is freezing and there aren't enough boats, not enough by half. Half the people on this ship are going to die. And then Cal said those words that just, Cal said to Rose, that not the better half. Like, the better half won't die. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, if I was there and like I was an officer and I heard that or something, or I was a standby, I would lose it on Cal for saying something like that. I mean, it's just awful. Captain Edward John Smith, did Rose spat at him? Yeah. Rose spat at him after that. Yeah, it wasn't for those words. Well, no. When Cal said those words, Rose mouthed it off to him. But this is family friendly, so I'm not going to repeat what Rose said. But Rose's response to Cal saying those words was awesome. Rose's response was perfect. And then Cal tried to grab her afterwards, and she spit in his face. So AR says people sometimes, bro. Yeah, like I know in the Titanic film it's just a movie, you know, so like it's just a movie, so it's fictional with Cal's character and everything. But I'm sure there are real people like that in the world. So, of course there are. People are crazy. People are absolutely insane. You know, I remember when I was a kid, and it was before I think I was in high school or something. It was before I entered the working world. And I remember watching reality TV and like just seeing people act so stupid and snobby and just like act awful. And I'm like, people can't really act like that, do they? People really don't really act like that in the world, do they? And then I entered the working world and I started working with the public. And people can be just the stuff that I saw, the stuff that I encountered, the way people behave. You know something? Here's a story. Here's a story that I know I haven't told you guys. It was a year or two back when I was going to New York City. I kid you not, guys. I had just gotten off the train. Okay, I had just pulled into I don't think it was Penn Station. But anyway, I took a train from New Jersey to New York, and we were getting off the train. The doors open. I'm walking in the crowd of people. We're about to go up an escalator. There is a bathroom at the top of the escalator, okay? And I hear what sounds like water. And I look to my left, and there is this guy standing in the corner peeing in the onto the station platform around all of these people, and all these people are having to walk around and step over his pee. Like, he's just peeing right there in between, like in the center of the station. There's like a big support beam or pillar, and he's just peeing on it. I'm like, seriously? Like, I mean, like, just in the middle of all these people, and people are having to step over his pee, and like, it's just Alfredo charming, yeah. Sabrina Gross, yeah. Like, when you gotta go, you go. If you gotta go, you can hang on to it for 5 seconds until you can get to a bathroom. I mean, gosh. People blow my mind. That's all I gotta say. And of course, while I've been talking about this, more super chats. Jennifer 5, thank you. Hi Sam, what's up? What's up, Jennifer? Hope you're doing well. I was just wondering if you had repaired your rage meter from breaking it with that Brightside video. I actually didn't pull out the rage meter for that. I haven't pulled out the rage meter since the Oceanus video, but I did see that somebody, I think it was Moon. Yeah, Moon in my Discord made one. My brain is recovering. My brain is recovering. And I did work on this guy the day after, so I had a lot of fun building. This is like one of my favorite Lego kits that I've put together in quite a while. I really like how he used these bricks right here to simulate the portholes. Like, I think that is so cool. It really does look like, this is my first Carpathia model, so I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But my brain is healing, slowly but surely. But I'm getting there. Thanks for the 5, Jennifer. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the Brightside video. I have fun making them, okay? It's fun to watch the stuff. It's fun to react and everything. And every time I think about that video now, I'm still annoyed I did not recognize the Titanic's officers. I'd never seen that picture before. I wasn't used to seeing them in that kind of setting. And when I see the Titanic's officers, I always see them in the photos that I always know. I did not know that photo existed. I did not recognize them. Just whatever. I mean, after people pointed out, I compared the old photos, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that is them. Holy crap. How did I not recognize them? But then again, hadn't seen the photo before, and again, I looked at it for all 5 seconds before reacting, but still, I'm still annoyed. I'm still annoyed I didn't recognize them. I'm still annoyed. I am still annoyed I didn't recognize them. We got that. We got that one. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. Captain Jalen 5 again. Thank you. Sam, prepare yourself. Trust me on this because this is the biggest question ever asked. Okay. What can I do to prepare? Okay. I know what I need to do to prepare. So before I tackle this very important and biggest question of my life, I think it's important that I get some rest first, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and this isn't going to be comfortable. Forget it. I'll just tackle the question. I will tackle the question. Just forget it. Forget it. I will just tackle the question. All right. Have a nice nap. Good night, LOL. All right. What's this question? What is this Omega question? Whoa. That ain't good. Oh, yep. I swear this chair is falling apart. If this thing actually breaks on me one day and you guys are here to laugh, you guys will laugh your heads off, won't you, if this chair breaks while I'm streaming, won't you? All right. If Britannic and Lusitania took the same damage as Titanic, how would it look? Well, technically speaking, Britannic did have the same amount of damage as Titanic, at least the same amount of watertight compartments breached. And Britannic could have stayed afloat if the porthole windows weren't open. If the porthole windows were shut, Britannic would have survived. It would have been good. Lusitania, on the other hand, Lusitania is a much smaller ship than Titanic. And Lusitania could only stay afloat with 2 watertight compartments breached. I think Lusitania had 12 watertight compartments. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think. So Lusitania could not have survived. She absolutely could not have survived. Good question, Captain Jalen. But it didn't. That's not the biggest question in the world, but it is a good question. I had to think for a moment. Thanks for the 5. Wolf 5, thank you. Sir Cosmo Duff Gordon allegedly bribed the crew of his lifeboat not to return to pick up survivors. So, Wolf, you're talking about, Sabrina says, I'd laugh so hard if you fell. Sabrina, I thought you were my friend. I thought you were supposed to be my friend. I thought that if I fell and hurt myself, you guys would show legitimate concern, you know? Like okay, like I thought you guys would be legitimately worried about me, you know? If I fell and like hurt my head or something like that. And I mean, it's just I thought you were my friend. That's just like I'm joking. Just do me a favor, okay? If something crazy does happen to me, like if I fall or I hurt myself or something on camera, before you guys start laughing, can you make sure I'm okay first? Can you like ask questions like, Sam, are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. And then when I stand up, then you can laugh. Can you guys make me that promise? Make sure I'm okay before you start laughing. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Okay, promise. Thanks, guys. I will. Thank you. There was another super chat. Oh, right. The Duff Gordon thing. So the way I understand it, what happened? I believe that was lifeboat number 1. What happened with that was after that lifeboat pulled away from the Titanic, and that lifeboat is known for having so few people on board. And that boat was launched in a hurry. But the reason why that boat was launched so fast was because it was in a bad spot. And Murdoch had to get that boat away from Titanic so he could work on prepping collapsible lifeboat C and eventually collapsible A. Both of those boats were right there, and he couldn't work on them with one there. So he had to get it away as quick as he could. After the Titanic sank, they were talking about the officers in that boat told Duff Gordon everything that as soon as Titanic went down, they stopped getting paid. That's what the officers in charge of that boat told Duff Gordon and all that. And Duff Gordon felt bad for them. So he's in exchange for helping them out on the night of the sinking, he tipped them £5. That's what happened. And the media did what the media always does. And as soon as they learned that this really rich man gave these crewmen some money in the boat, apparently they twisted the story around to he bribed those officers to not go back and pick up more people, which is not what happened. But yeah, their reputation was really damaged by the sinking in that. But yep, the media did what the media always does. You know, they twist things around for stories, just like they always do. So they did that in 1912, and they do that now. So blah blah blah. But anyway, we're starting to get into political stuff. So let's stop. Let's stop. There we go. We got that one. Good question, though. We got another 2 from Ship History. Thank you. I love Rose. I can't believe what Cal did to Jack. Yeah, but a Ship History. Remember this, man. It's a movie. It's a movie, so they need their villains, they need their heroes, and all that stuff. So, I mean, yep, it's a movie. It's a movie, but yes. So Cal's the bad guy. Cal and Lovejoy are the bad guys, and Jack and Rose are the heroes in that film. So it's a movie, but it is bad, though, what he did. Jesse3, thank you. Can you do a Titanic SOS stream with your Discord? Maybe tomorrow or Monday. I'm not right now, not this evening, but I may do that at some point. But yes, we could do it. Actually, you know what I want to do again? I want to play Among Us. I have not played Among Us in so long. I want to play Among Us with the Discord. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Ship History 2, I would be worried. Worried about what? Thanks for the 2. Jalen 2, thank you. What are your thoughts on Cal and Lovejoy? I just talked about that. They're villains in the movie and everything, you know. I mean, they're bad people, you know. They're bad people in the movie and everything, but they're the bad guys in the movie. So, bad people, but they're also fictional characters. So, but yes, they are bad in the story of Titanic in the James Cameron film. Speaking of the Titanic movie, how many of you all remember this from when you were little? How many of you all, let me ask you this. Who here even recognizes, oh gosh. How many of you out there recognize this? How many of you in the chat know what this is? How many of you in the chat know what this is? How many of you recognize this amazing piece of technology? Henry, I have seen those. Be kind, rewind. Good gosh, I remember this. Somebody sent me this in a, I got this in a mail time. Man, this is the memories. I'm having major flashbacks now. Good gosh. You know something? I remember when I was at work. I think I was at AT&T or something. And I met this family, and they had two little kids. I think one was like 10 and one was 8 or 9 or something. But I was telling them about VCRs and stuff like that, like the stuff that I used when I was a kid. And I kid you not, this little girl asked me, "What's a VCR?" And I went, "What?" You know you're getting old when a child doesn't know what the tech you grew up with is. It's like, what's a VCR? Jiminy Christmas. Getting old. Ship history too, thank you. If you feel of your chair, what? I'm not following that, Chip history. Thanks for the 2 though. Sabrina says, "Join us, old people, Sam XD." Right. Hey, look, I am perfectly content with my age, and I do not think that age will ever be something that bothers me. You know, age is part of life. We're all going to grow older. We all get older every day. So, you know, it is what it is. But age has never bothered me, and I don't think it ever will. I do not think it ever will. Let me tell you one thing that I think probably will bug me when I get older is that it'll be harder for me to like move around. You know, like how your body gets stiffer as you get older and everything. You don't have as much agility, you know, flexibility and everything when you get older. And I think that will bug me a little bit. But yeah. I will just do the best job that I can for as long as I can. And then when it's time for me to go, I'll be like, I did the best job that I could. And I'll be like, never let go. My last words, never let go. If my last words are never let go, I'm pretty sure my family will destroy me. I'm pretty sure. Oh, gosh. Sabrina, don't be cringe on the death. But, you know, Eve, I am a natural jokester, Sabrina. And I think that even in my final moments, I will still, like, I'll be happy to be with my family and everything. But you know what? At my funeral, I want Nearer My God Tootie to be played. We got 5 from Herp. Thank you so much. There is still a Blockbuster renting VHS or been in Oregon? Really? There's a Blockbuster still there? I think I did hear that there was 1 or 2 Blockbusters still in business. Good gosh, Blockbuster. Blockbuster was legit the best thing in the world. Blockbuster was amazing. I got my first Blockbuster card, like a membership card. I'm like, this is awesome. Blockbuster was amazing. I don't know if any of you remember this, okay? But how many of you know what a Nintendo 64 is? How many of you know what a Nintendo 64 is? The game system, the Nintendo 64. Sabrina says, my kids just asked me what's Blockbuster. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so one of my favorite games when I was little was a game for the Nintendo 64 called Pokemon Snap. And what it was is you took pictures of Pokemon and everything. And Blockbuster had this thing where you could pop out like a memory card thing on the N64 and take it to Blockbuster, and you put it inside of this kiosk that they had, and you could print out the pictures that you took of your Pokemon. And I just thought that was so cool. Like, I mean, it's so cheesy by today's standards, but I remember that, and I just loved it. I loved it. And if my memory is correct, my parents actually got mad at me once at Blockbuster. They got mad at me for something that I did. If you guys want to hear that story. Libby5, thank you. Sam, will you do a video on the Liwu Ferry? I'm not familiar with that ship. I don't know the story of it. Let's do a quick little Google. See what this is. Was an auxiliary patrol vessel of the British Royal Navy, which sunk on the 14th of February 1942. Oh, so it was a World War II warship. HMS Liwu. Wow, it's a tiny thing. Holy cow, I've never heard of this. Maybe at some point I'll do a video about it. I've got a huge backlog of stuff, of military stuff I'm going to be covering. First one's going to be the Bismarck and the Hood. But yeah, I'll try to get to that someday. Thanks for the 5, Libby. And we got another 2 from Ship. Thank you. If you fell out of your chair. Oh, you'd be sorry. Oh, I see. You would feel bad. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, man. Thank you. What did baby Sam do to make his parents mad? David said, Sam, tell us what you did. Andrew, hello from Alaska. Holy cow, Alaska? That's awesome. I have flown over Alaska, but I have not been there. I want to go. I flew over it when I went to Japan, and just seeing the ice fields and everything, and it was incredible. You live in a beautiful state, man. Beautiful. And as in regards to what I did, so my parents, when I was little, they bought one of those dual VHS players where you could put in one VHS tape and copy it onto another blank VHS tape. And my nose is so itchy tonight. Holy cow. And anyway, when my parents told me what this machine could do, I was like, that's incredible. So when we went to Blockbuster and I picked out the video I wanted, I went right up to the counter and I said, guess what? To the lady at the Blockbuster. I went right up to the counter and said, guess what? And I'm like 5 or 6, okay? And I said, my parents have this machine that's going to let me copy this tape. And my mom went, Sam, will you shut up? Sam, or she didn't say shut up, but Sam, be quiet. Because you weren't allowed to do that. There's a machine that I've got that can copy this tape. Yeah, my mom gave me a talking to in the car. Lily, But yeah, I'm like, I'm going to copy this tape when I get home. Mr. Smart, Samuel Pence. Sabrina, kids. Hey, Sabrina, I got a question for you. Do you think your kids might do something similar if they were in the same situation? But I didn't know that you weren't supposed to do that at the time. And I mean... LMAO, Sam, no filter, brilliant. Sabrina, they did that too, Sabrina? Oh, crap. Oh, that's so funny. Listen, kids, like, a lot of kids don't have a filter. Wolfman 5, thank you. And kids are brutally honest about stuff. Thanks for the 5, Wolf. Do you remember Hastings, Sam? I'm not sure if they had one in West Virginia. Hastings. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I have no clue what it is. I don't recall it. Thanks for the 5, Wolf. One thing that I remember from my childhood is so my there was this mall, okay, that I went to quite often, and it's still technically there, but it's not a indoor mall anymore. They turned it into an outside mall, like outdoor stores and everything. And I remember that I loved that place when I was a kid. I loved that mall. It had an arcade. It had like a bookstore. It was just, I loved going there. There was a KB Toys. Oh my gosh. But anyway, that mall is nothing like what it was. They filled in the interior spots and just turned into an outlet mall, outside the mall and everything. And it's so funny. Like, even though that mall doesn't exist really anymore, I loved it so much that, like, when I shut my eyes and I think about it, I can still picture it. Like, I can see the mall in my mind. Like, I remember where all the stores are. I remember the food court. Like, I feel like I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it in my memory. And it's so funny how, some places like that you really loved as a kid, even it no longer exists. It no longer, and as far as I know, there's no video of it. I never recorded it, but it only exists. It still exists in here, It still exists in there. Funny how that happens over time. Philly says 5. Have you heard of the Mary Rose? The Mary Rose. I know I've heard that name before. Mary Rose ship. Mary Rose. Mary Rose is a Civil War ship from Henry VIII for 34 years. Oh, yeah, and it was recovered, right? Henry VIII. Wasn't he like one of the most notorious kings in Britain's history, if I remember correctly? He was like one of the most hated kings, right? The Mary Rose is not the largest of Henry's ships. I don't know the story about it, but I think it's one of the oldest shipwrecks ever recovered, right? Apparently they raised it. I'm just looking at pictures of it. I just don't know the full story of it. But if I remember correctly, Henry VIII was one of the most hated kings in Britain's history, right? Yeah, that's him. Yes, that's him. Yeah. What was like? Didn't he have a lot of his wives killed and everything? Like that. Like if I remember correctly, wasn't one a woman by the name of Anne Boleyn? I think that's. Am I remembering correctly? Yeah, like he wanted a male, like a male son, and if he had a wife and she couldn't give it to him, he would make up some reason to kill him so he could remarry. I mean, absolutely horrible person, absolutely horrible. And I believe Anne Boleyn was one of his wives. I think. Am I correct about that? Was it Anne Boleyn? Yes, beheading. Yeah, 6 wives. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yes, you are right, Many Lives. Yep. Yeah, all of his wives kept having girls. Yep. He beheaded Anne Boleyn. Yeah, I thought that was that name I recognized. I mean, I just horrible. Absolutely horrible. He would make up some bullcrap crime that they committed just so he could. Despicable. Absolutely despicable. Got no other word for it. Just horrible. Horrible. Sabrina, he was a piece of work. That's an understatement. Why am I coughing? Ugh. Jesse, thank you. If you had to pick a sinking between Titanic or Lusitania, which would you pick? You mean like which sinking? Like if I had to be on one, which one would I pick to be on? Honestly, if I had to pick one sinking, but I had knowledge of everything that was going on beforehand. See, here's the thing. Titanic, you've got more time to try to save yourself. But Lusitania, but a much more hostile conditions you're dealing with. But Lusitania, the water was warmer and you're closer to land, but you don't have as much time to react. And depending on where you were in the ship would greatly determine if you would live or die, because a lot of people got trapped inside the ship and everything. So, honestly, if I had to be on board one ship, I would probably go on board Titanic, to be honest with you, because I know me. I know how resourceful I am. And if it was just me and I didn't have to worry about a family or anything, I would probably try to survive on Titanic. Yep, I think that's what I would do. I think I would try to save myself on Titanic. I think I would have an easier time saving myself on Titanic because I'd build a raft or something. I would take a door or a big chunk of wood, and then I would put life jackets underneath it, and then I'd try to get some rope and secure it to give it additional buoyancy. If I had time to figure everything out and I had knowledge of what's to come, I'm confident I could survive Titanic. So, good question, Jess. Thank you for the 8. Let's see here. Captain Jalen, too. Thank you. Hi, Sam. Would you scuba dive to Britannic and Lusitania? I would love to scuba dive. I would absolutely love to scuba dive Britannic or Lusitania. I would love to do that. I don't think Sabrina says, whereas Maritime was here earlier, but I don't think we're going to do a Q&A tonight. I just did not have time to make one. So I'll probably say it's holiday weekend. I got busy. We had family come up and everything. So I was really busy today. That's why I'm late getting up. So I don't think I'm going to do a Q&A this week, but I will do one next week. I will do one for next week. So I don't think Maritime's here because of that. We talked about that earlier. Jennifer 5, thank you. Besides Japan, what other countries have you visited? I've been to Argentina and Antarctica. Oh, yeah. I think you mentioned Antarctica before. That's crazy. The Falkland Islands and also the Bahamas. And that's awesome. You've traveled around quite a bit. I really do want to visit Argentina. I have a friend there. As far as every country I've visited, so United States, duh. I was born here. I've traveled all around the United States. I have been to Mexico, Canada, the Bahamas. I've been to the Virgin Islands, England. Never been to Ireland. England, France, China, Japan. I think that's everything. Yeah. I think that's everything. So I've been to Bahamas, Virgin Islands, Canada, Mexico, England, France, China, Japan, Bahamas. Yeah. So 8 or 9. 8 or 9. Sabrina, Canada doesn't count. Well, it's so. Oh, come on. Canada's another country. The question was, what other countries have I been to? That does count. That does count. Oh, and you said besides Japan. But yeah, Japan was my latest adventure. Japan was my latest adventure. Wilson, how many states? I don't know exactly. I'd say I have been through most of them. I haven't spent a significant amount of time in most of them, but like when I was a kid, we did this. My family, we did this whole cross country trip. We drove all around the country and everything. So I would say I've been in a good number of states. I haven't spent a significant amount of time in a lot of them, but I've been to quite a few states in my life. I have been to quite a few states in my life. Jacqueline says, Sam, I'm 12 years old and learning Japanese. Oh, cool. Hey, Jacqueline, hajime mashite, watashi wa Samu desu. Anata no namae wa desu ka? Serena says, haven't been to Washington yet, have you? Haha, come with. Yeah, I have not been to Washington yet. Lily says, I have been to 20 countries so far, and I want to see many more. Yes, I do too. That's awesome. You've been to that many. I want to go to Africa. I want to visit Africa. There's this place in Africa called the Devil's Pool, and it's got this massive waterfall. And apparently the water is so shallow that you can walk to right over the edge and look down. Like you can have half your body hanging over the waterfall. It's really crazy. But to get to the Devil's Pool, apparently you have to do some swimming. And it makes me kind of nervous because there is a particular fish that lives in the waters around the Devil's Pool. And I really do not want to have an encounter with it. I really do not want to encounter this fish. I do not. Hang on, let me find a picture. So this lives in the waters around the Devil's Pool. What would you think if you encountered that in the water? What would you think if you encountered that in the water? It's called a tigerfish. It's called a tigerfish. Scream! I'd freak out. I would run. Titanic said, "Hell no." But yeah, that's called a tigerfish. And a YouTuber that I like, he was heading to the Devil's Pool, and here's a smaller one, but still, that's a much smaller one. But would you want to encounter that? Look at those teeth. Would you want to encounter that in the water? Sabrina, kill it with fire. Oh gosh. Oh, get out the RPG. Nope. Yeah, so you have to deal with those when you're trying to get to the Devil's Pool. Jesse 8, thank you. Sorry, Sam, gotta go. I have to go. Hope you have a good day and see you in another live stream. And for my question before, I would pick Lusitania. Cool, Jess. Thank you for the 8, and thank you for the good question. That was a good question. That was a very, very good question. Jalen says, kill it in cold water. All right, everybody. So, hey, we've hit the 1 hour mark. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream tonight. I know it was a shorter stream. It's just holiday weekend. I don't have the Q&A and everything, but I should have that for you guys next week. So stand by for that. But anyway, Matt, too, thank you. It's MGY, Berg, Ripless, 30 feet or less. It would have most likely lived. Yeah, so if the iceberg put a lot of small punctures in the Titanic's hull from the front of the ship to after the first funnel. It was the amount of space that was damaged. And there were a bunch of small holes here and there. That's what caused the ship to sink. But yeah, anyway, guys, hey, I'm wishing you guys a great holiday weekend. Hope you guys have fun and everything. I will have a Q&A for you guys next week. I'm glad you enjoyed the bright side video. And I will have another cool video for you guys next week. I think you guys are going to enjoy the topic that I'm working on. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. You all take care, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for being here.